Welcome to Somali Nexus, your trusted source for the latest news from Somalia and beyond. I'm Jafar, bringing you today's top stories, breaking updates, and in-depth reports. Stay with us as we take you through the headlines shaping our world today. The headlines: Turkey's Oruc Reis vessel completes key phase in Somali oil survey. Mogadishu traders strike over excessive government taxes. Senior ISIL leader in Somalia apprehended in Puntland. The Oruc Reis vessel conducted essential mapping operations in Somali waters before moving back to Turkish control. The Oruc Reis seismic vessel has completed 50% of its seismic survey in the Somali basin, Turkey's Energy and Natural Resources Minister Alparslan Bayraktar announced. The vessel arrived at Mogadishu seaport in October to start offshore exploration for oil and natural gas reserves. On his recent visit to Istanbul, Turkey, Minister Bayraktar met with Somalia's new Minister for Petroleum and Energy, Dahir Shah Mohammed, to assess the exploration work and possible cooperation on onshore activities. After the meeting, Bayraktar confirmed that Turkey plans to enhance mining cooperation with Somalia as part of the overall partnership. Over the last 6 to 7 months, Oruc Reis has been undertaking three-dimensional seismic surveys in the Somali basin to obtain information about oil and gas reserves. The information collected will be analyzed in Ankara to determine the best places to drill. Turkey remains committed to enhancing its energy and mining partnership with Somalia due to the excellent bilateral relationship between the two countries. Mogadishu traders strike due to discontent with high government taxes. Trading in Mogadishu was halted on Friday as merchants demonstrated against increasing government taxes and fees, which they said are not mindful of the poor economy of the country, as well as the challenges that enter proprietors. The traders made a passionate statement regarding the government's lack of action, regarding their concerns while complaining about new taxes and what they called arbitrary charges from the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Labor, the police, and other government departments. They pointed out that more taxes have been introduced into the already overtaxed population, leading to higher prices, a lower purchasing power, and more joblessness. The traders also claimed that the National Intelligence and Security Agency, NISA, has taken more powers than it should have in collecting taxes from the business community, and that it has been using force to closure of businesses, a practice the traders said is unprecedented and unacceptable. Somali businesses and people have been subjected to constant and excessive increase in taxation since the assumption of power of President Hassan Sheikh Mohammed as the new president. This has led to fierce rebuke from the opposition and ex-presidents, for instance, former Prime Minister Ali Mohammed Ghedi, who called these policies overnight dream taxes and said that senior government officials are behind the systemized corruption. This strike can be traced back to a number of ill-conceived tax policies, including a Ministry of Finance directive that directed the Ministry of Health to suspend the collection of fees from a so-called health book, which is not recognized by international jurisdictions. In the recent past, the Ministry of Aviation also set similar fees which made Mogadishu's Aden Ade International Airport to be closed down, leaving hundreds of passengers stranded. Although the fees have since been lifted, airlines remain aggrieved with new charges that are still threatening the already struggling Somali economy. This strike by traders reveals the increasing anger of the business people in Somalia who claim that the current fiscal policies of the government are ruining the private sector and hence the Somalian economy. Senior ISIL leader in Somalia apprehended in Puntland. A senior ISIL leader in Somalia has been caught in Puntland. Security forces in Somalia have on Monday arrested a high-ranking commander of ISIL, ISIS, as the security forces launch a military operation against the group, police and state media reported. Abdirahman Sherwa al-Sayed, who controlled the assassination group of ISIL in Somalia, surrendered to the authorities in the Kalmiskad Mountains in the northeastern part of Puntland on Monday, according to the Somali state news agency, SANA. The arrest comes just 2 days after the U.S. conducted airstrikes in Somalia targeting leaders of the group. In the last few years, the Somali branch of ISIL has emerged as a leading entity within the global network due to the entry of many fighters and more funding. In December, for instance, the group proved to have better combat tactics when it used 2 explosive-laden vehicles in an attack on a military base. a tactic that analysts believe showed the group's evolution to more complex tactics. East Regional Police Chief Abdul Qadir Jamadir on Monday said that Al-Said, who was known by the nicknames Al-Said and Lahore for extorting businesses on behalf of the group, was captured. That's all for now. I'm Jafar, signing off. Thank you for joining us. Stay informed, and we'll see you next time.